What if I told you that a currency created by an anonymous person on the internet became one of the most valuable financial assets in the world? This is the incredible story of Bitcoin, a revolutionary digital currency that challenged banks, governments, and the entire financial system. From a 9-page white paper to trillion-dollar market value, from buying 2 pizzas to becoming digital gold. This is the full story of Bitcoin. Chapter 1. The financial crisis that started it all 2008. To understand Bitcoin, we must go back to 2008. The world was in chaos. Major banks collapsed. The global financial system was shaking. Trust in governments and banks was at an all-time low. People realized something shocking. The financial system was controlled by centralized authorities. Banks could freeze accounts. Governments could print unlimited money. Inflation could destroy savings. It was during this crisis that someone, or a group, under the name Satoshi Nakamoto, published a white paper titled Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. The idea was simple but revolutionary. A decentralized digital currency. No banks, no middlemen, no central authority, just people sending money directly to each other. The world didn't realize it yet, but history had changed forever. Chapter 2. The Birth of Bitcoin, 2009. On January 3, 2009, the first Bitcoin block was mined. This block is known as the Genesis block. Inside that block was a hidden message. The Times 03 Jan 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. It was a reference to a newspaper headline and a message. Bitcoin was created as an alternative to the traditional banking system. The technology behind Bitcoin was called blockchain, a public, digital ledger where every transaction is recorded permanently and transparently. No one controls it. No one owns it. Everyone can verify it. Satoshi mined the first Bitcoins himself. In the beginning, Bitcoin had no price. It had no value. It was just an experiment. Chapter 3. The first real-world transaction, 2010. For more than a year, Bitcoin was mostly used by programmers and tech enthusiasts. Then something historic happened. On May 20, 2010, a programmer named Laszlo Hanyecz bought 2 pizzas for 10,000 Bitcoins. At that time, those Bitcoins were worth around $41. Today, that same amount would be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. This event is now celebrated as Bitcoin Pizza Day. It proved one thing. Bitcoin could be used as money. Chapter 4. Bitcoin gets a price. 2013. In 2011, Bitcoin reached $1 for the first time. For many, this was the moment they started paying attention. Then came online exchanges. People could now buy and sell Bitcoin easily. But Bitcoin was also associated with controversy. The dark web marketplace Silk Road used Bitcoin for transactions. Governments began watching closely. In 2013, Bitcoin crossed $1,000 for the first time. Media attention exploded. Some called it the future of money. Others called it a scam. Volatility became Bitcoin's identity. Chapter 5. Crashes, Hacks, and Survival, 2014-2016. Bitcoin faced massive challenges. One of the largest exchanges, Mt. collapsed after losing hundreds of thousands of Bitcoins. Prices crashed. Critics declared Bitcoin dead. In fact, the media announced Bitcoin is dead hundreds of times over the years. But something interesting happened. It never died. Developers improved the technology. New exchanges opened. The community grew stronger. Bitcoin survived. Chapter 6. The 2017 explosion. 2017 changed everything. Bitcoin went from around $1,000 to nearly $20,000 in 1 year. The world went crazy. Everyone was talking about cryptocurrency. Teenagers were investing. Taxi drivers were giving crypto advice. New coins were launching every day. This period became known as the crypto boom. But by early 2018, the bubble burst. Bitcoin crashed down to around $3,000. Many investors lost money. Once again, critics said, "It's over." But once again, Bitcoin survived. Chapter 7. Institutional adoption. 2020-2021. The year 2020 brought something unexpected, a global pandemic. Governments printed trillions of dollars to support economies. Many investors feared inflation. Bitcoin was suddenly seen as digital gold. Major companies began investing. Companies like Tesla, MicroStrategy, bought billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin. Institutional investors entered the market. In 2021, Bitcoin reached over $60,000. It was no longer just an internet experiment. It was a global financial asset. Chapter 8. Government Reactions. Governments had mixed reactions. Some countries restricted it, some regulated it, some embraced it. In 2021, El Salvador became the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as legal tender. This was historic. A national government officially recognized Bitcoin as money. Other countries started exploring digital currencies of their own. Chapter 9. What makes Bitcoin special? Bitcoin has unique properties. Limited supply. Only 21 million Bitcoins will ever exist. No government can print more. Decentralization. It is not controlled by any single authority. Transparency. Every transaction is recorded on the blockchain. Security. Protected by cryptography and a massive global network of miners. These features make Bitcoin different from traditional money. Chapter 10. The Mystery of Satoshi. One of the biggest mysteries in modern history is, who is Satoshi Nakamoto? No one knows. In 2010, Satoshi disappeared from public communication. He left behind a revolutionary system. His wallet reportedly contains over 1 million Bitcoins, but those coins have never been moved. The identity of Satoshi remains unknown. Was it one person? A group? A government experiment? The mystery continues. Chapter 11. Energy Debate and Criticism. Bitcoin mining consumes large amounts of electricity. Critics argue it harms the environment. Supporters argue that much mining uses renewable energy. Bitcoin encourages energy innovation. It provides financial freedom. The debate continues worldwide. Chapter 12. Bitcoin Today. Today, Bitcoin is a store of value, a hedge against inflation, a global investment asset, a technological innovation. Millions of people own Bitcoin. Major financial institutions offer Bitcoin services. Bitcoin ETFs have been launched in multiple countries. It has become part of the global financial conversation. Chapter 13. The Future of Bitcoin. What lies ahead? Some believe Bitcoin could reach hundreds of thousands of dollars. Others believe governments will regulate it heavily. Some think it will replace traditional banking. Others think it will remain a niche asset. One thing is certain. Bitcoin has already changed the world. Conclusion. From a mysterious white paper in 2008 to a global financial revolution, Bitcoin's journey is one of the most fascinating stories of the 21st century. It challenged banks. It survived crashes. It created millionaires. It sparked global debate. And it all started with an anonymous name. Satoshi Nakamoto. Whether Bitcoin becomes the future of money or simply a historic experiment, its impact is undeniable. This is not just the history of a currency. It is the story of financial freedom, innovation, and rebellion against the traditional system. And the story is still being written.